Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. Wide open spaces. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Oh, out of space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the ground game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He makes a grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give on the inside. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on third down. That was the completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on third down was big.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. How about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
On third down, he drops the throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Howard. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They're dealing with a second and long. The play-action fake. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored.
Got it! They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn.
The best running backs are the guys that can just snip out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
To the air on second down. This time he's got his man. It's a seam wide open. There he goes. The 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, elation on one side, deflation on the other in the hotly contested battle for the brass spittoon. Michigan State notched a victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from East Lansing is worth its weight in gold to the Spartans. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Cobb. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Trying play action. He'll take the deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He's got great speed. Touchdown, Missouri! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will open from the 15. Motion from the back. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The screen, he's got wheels. Running to Green. He's loose. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires on the move. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Going to swing it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Howard. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And the Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they can't make the connection on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Going to the running game. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got him downfield. Lots of running room. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding.
And here's the third interception of the night. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. To the air on first down. Has to let this one go off his back foot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Using his legs, it's Hardy. Finds some fresh air. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. You think these guys on the Tiger defensive front want to be mentioned alongside the Derek Browns and Nick Fairleys of the world?
Yeah, I mean, year after year, guy after guy, they just find big, strong suckers that get off the rock and make it so hard to go anywhere up front. No holes to be found.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it's a final now and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Iowa State delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Ames. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the Big 12. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Cobb. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Grab near the marker. It's Singleton. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going up top. Makes a catch at the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play. And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking for room. It's Alston. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. drive from their own 18-yard line. Give to the running back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Hardy. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
He's brought down at the 43-yard line. Second down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. 24, Missouri 21.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gonna run it. It's Hardy. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Kick is in the air. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Shoots it to the left. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds space on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Going for 6. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. The offense changing the play. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Snap it to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Line is set on 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Auburn just trying to run out the clock. Quarterback may change this route. Try to get it to the edge. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.